941 and a half. And for the first time in 2026, we say these three little words. Here's Annie Martin. Morning, Annie.
Good morning, Matt. How are you?
Doing all right. Long time no see.
I know. I haven't seen you since last year.
I know. Don't be that person in the office who's like, see you next year.
Yeah.
But how was your holiday break?
Great. I feel great. I think this year's going to be better than last year, even though last year wasn't any bad. I just am excited. And for those who are new to listening to me, good morning. This is Annie Martin. I am your local, trusted, real estate advisor. And Matt, don't laugh at me. I have a little intro written down because I was like, we're gonna get to work today.
Okay, let's go. Let's see this.
So, ready? Here's one of the announcements. I'm gonna just slide in, but we'll talk about it in a second.
Yeah.
I am licensed in Pennsylvania and West Virginia.
Let's go.
And I work directly with Josh DeGespy at DeGespy Real Estate. It is the #1 real estate solutions company in the area. We specialize in offering fast cash sales with no fees, commissions, or closing costs. We were voted Best of Fayette Real Estate Company and Team for 2025. And Joshua also owns We Buy Houses Fayette County. It is and has been the #1 home buyer in the area since 2014. And every Monday around this time, I'm going to be coming on with Matt to talk about homeowners, sellers, the market, all the knowledge, all the things, and sometimes not real estate. Last year, we spent a lot of time talking about less real estate, and I want to make it a goal this year to really sit and take this time and educate people with the time I have.
We goof around too much is what she's trying to
Correct.
say.
Yes. If we went to school together, we would not be sitting next to each other.
We'd be back in the room,
Yes.
just sitting together.
Yes. But if you are at all interested in talking about your options as a homeowner or a property owner, multi-unit owner, looking for options, you can always reach DeGespy Real Estate at 724-578-5650. Now, let's hop in. Whoop, whoop.
Sure.
See, now I'm structured. Here we go. So, anyways, yes, Matt, Happy New Year. So excited. Josh has spent the last month of 2025 and the first 2 weeks of 2026 buying a whole bunch of multi-unit properties. So I wanted to start the first kind of video off this year talking about options that people have that own multi-units, because to me and to the general public, not everyone is in the market to go purchase an apartment building, right?
Yeah, not the whole building.
That's right. Maybe rent one. So as we're getting into the new year, if you are listening and you have a multi-unit property or a single family home that is an extra home of yours, you're renting at XYZ, if you are in the market to offload that because you have tenants that aren't paying, you do not want to deal with the repairs of it, you got taxes that are just, the numbers are not making sense, the house is deteriorating, XYZ, Josh is the person to talk to. He just purchased one in Connellsville. It's a triplex, and it was a firehouse. So the owners were lucky enough to kind of get an insurance policy taken out, so they're able to kind of move on, but they're looking at a house that's like halfway falling over. It wasn't in that bad of shape, but I'm just kind of exaggerating for the plot, right? So, but Josh was able to come in and be like, okay, I have the men, I have the resources, I'm going to take a hold of this for you. And he closed it in 3 days. So, yeah, so the last, shout out to Pam, our escrow, she was able to get it done and closed in like 3 days. And then another property we actually just finished renovations on over in Uniontown. And that was posted on our social medias. Our social medias, if you ever are curious of us on Facebook and you have some FOMO and are missing out on the live videos, you can find us on Facebook at DeGespy Real Estate. But anyway, we just posted the befores and afters, and Josh took a hold of a triplex of a month or two ago, I would say, and it had squatters in it. So do you know what squatters are?
Yes, I'm familiar with squatters and squatters' rights.
Yes. Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. Don't even. that's a hot take. But anywho, for those who are unfamiliar of what squatters are, it is people that either at some point were paying rent and had a lease, and then stopped paying rent, but still are at the property. Or there are some form of squatters that simply break in and take possession of the property by putting their materials in the property. I don't want to go too far into squatter rights and what all that pertains to, but essentially just understand that it is a heck of a time to get someone out of your property that you own that they don't own.
Yeah, this could be a whole show on its own,
Yeah.
just talking about squatters' rights.
Yeah, it's unfortunate because I think I understand the concept behind it of you can't just like kick people out, but I feel like the concept on the other side is you can't just kick a door in, and like it's got to go both ways. But anywho, so yeah, Josh has dealt with it all. We had that one in Uniontown. He had just purchased Carmine's Furniture, so I don't know if you saw that post.
Carmine's Furniture.
Yes,
I may not have seen the
sorry,
post.
you're a New Yorker.
Yes.
You forgot.
I've been here almost 4 years. And
So for those who are familiar, out on Route 21, Hudock's and Carmine's, there was two families that owned Carmine's Furniture for a very long time. I want to say it was over 40 years. Obviously, they got up in age. Family wasn't wanting to be in the furniture business, so all the furniture and all the things were sold, but Joshua was able to help the family and purchase it. Now, I'm pretty sure he's going to be throwing that up for lease to see if someone, wants to take on a business out there on 21. But we threw it up there on Facebook, like, hey, like, what do people want to see here? So all this to say is Josh has the capability. He's been doing this since 2014. Fast cash, no fees, no commissions, no closing costs. I feel like I should get that tattooed somewhere. Seriously. But no, it's true.
she just shows it to her clients the first time she sees it,
And
like
here it is.
rolls up her sleeve.
We live and die. We live and die. No fees, commissions, closing costs.
That's the mantra.
Yeah, that really is. But yeah, as the new year rolls in, maybe you're looking at your rent roll and you're like, man, oh my gosh, I got to go talk to Bob because he hasn't paid rent for the past 2 months. And you're just tired of dealing with your rentals. Josh is the perfect person to talk to. And if it's not something that he is interested in purchasing, we have the capabilities of getting it sold for you. And I do want to speak briefly and pat ourselves on the back and say that we have, from 2023 to 2024 to 2025, we have doubled our transaction numbers
Well
year after
done.
year. Yes. So our goal this year is obviously to double it again, and it's a pretty high number. So we already have helped and closed 2 properties this month already. We're set to close 2 more for some sellers that wanted to work with us for no fees, commissions, or closing costs. And Josh, like I said, he's got a lot of properties going on to hold on to them and rent. So if a lot of people reach out to us about rentals, and we always direct them to the property manager. So don't get mad if we're like, hey, here's the number, because we just try to keep it all streamlined. But yes, all that to say is we are equipped to take on any problem property you may have, and we're also equipped to take on any luxury property you have. I mean, I am in regards to traditional real estate, Annie the agent was the second highest producing agent on the team under our team lead. So I was number 2, right below our team lead. So
You know what they say, second is the best.
really, I've never heard of that. I've heard second is the first to lose. I'm pretty sure. Is that Dance Bombs? I'm pretty sure. But anyway, what are we at on time? Oh wow, we're doing great.
We're doing pretty good, Annie.
Perfect. I think I'm just talking so fast today.
Because I was going to say, if you, I don't know what else you have on your rundown over there, but since it's been a while,
Yeah.
because the last time we really talked here on the air, it was about, I would say, the week before Christmas or the week before that.
Yeah.
But we got to talk about what you guys did at the Hope House.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Yeah. That was another runaway success.
That was so fun. I cannot imagine what it is going to look like next year. That's all I have to say. Because, yes, thank you so much for circling back around to that. And so, DeGespy Real Estate participates in 2 major events throughout the year. Here soon, I will be talking about the other one, which is the free Easter meals for the homeless in Uniontown. because last year I was like, oh, there's 2 weeks till Easter. Let's figure this out. We're not doing that again, Matt.
Yep. Nope.
not
You're
doing
not
it.
making that mistake again.
Not doing it again. Everyone, please hold me accountable. Thank you.
You have it on record
It's
now,
on record.
Annie.
It's live. The second event that we do is the Hope House Christmas Toy Drive. So we partner with Curtis Jarrett with Hope House Sober Living, and we just go all out on gathering toys, gathering monetary donations, putting monetary donations in, working with St. Vincent de Paul. We absolutely cleared out St. Vincent de Paul's toy room. We had an entire room of toys. And even after, so we got hit with that snowstorm right before Christmas.
Yes.
So some of those toys weren't really able to get taken. And so me, Curtis, and Josh, and Steph, were like just looking at all these toys. And we're like, where is this going to go? And so lucky enough, the owner of Venue 67, which thank you so much to them over there. They were so helpful. They made food for us at cost of food. So they didn't charge us for the preparation of food. People were able to come in and eat. Some people didn't even need toys. They kind of just came in for heat and food. So that was good for me, especially with it snowing.
Yeah.
But no, so she allowed us to hold on to the extra toys. Then Curtis went ahead and took it to a church. I actually, if you know where, oh my gosh, is that Hutchison? Yes, I think it's Hutchison Park. That like little sand container.
Yeah,
There's
yeah,
actually
yeah.
some of the toys from the toy drive in there. So I don't
no
know.
kidding.
I don't know how they made it there, but me and Josh took the kids there the other day, and I'm like, wait a minute, yeah, those are our toys. And he was like, huh? I was like, yeah, I don't know how they got here. But no, it's just nice to see, like, it fills my cup, because I think throughout the year you get worn down. All you're doing is kind of head down grinding. So Easter and Christmas are like my favorite times. And so upcoming, we will be working, hopefully I have to touch base with Oak Pizza, but hopefully we'll be working with Oak Pizza again to do that location for the free Easter meals for the homeless. I know that some of the homeless shelters have like relocated, so I might have to change like the location, but we'll see. And yeah, so DeGuesby Real Estate, we're all about giving back, and just thank you to all those who help us do that, and all those that help us be able to do some form of monetary donation because you guys work with us as a company. So yeah, for sure. Very, very fun.
Absolutely. So this is going to be the conclusion of our first of many visits on Mondays with Annie Martin. I meant to ask you about one of those cups that she was drinking out of. I saw that she had a whole box of them because she was nice enough to invite me over to her place for Thanksgiving, and she had a whole box of these. I should have taken one
Would you
home
like
with me.
black, teal, or purple?
I would like teal. Thank you
Teal?
very much.
Okay, teal next Monday. Let me
Yes.
say my outro, and
Go ahead. I was
get
going
to
say,
the week, right?
if you need anything from Annie Martin in regards to real estate, you can call her at.
Well, it's a little longer than that, Matt.
Oh.
If you're a homeowner thinking of selling now or later, or just wanted honest information about your options, you can call DeGuesby Real Estate at 724-578-5650, or reach me directly, Annie the agent, at 724-736-7653. Again, that's 724-578-5650 or 724-736-7653. You guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you next Monday.
All right. See you next Monday, Annie. Let's get 2026 off started with a bang. And now, to bring our show to a screeching halt, the American Storyteller.
It was just a couple or 3 weeks ago I was visiting with my friend Rachel. The thing about Rachel, you see, is that she